Hey basketball guys, we have news. Let's go to more Los Angeles Lakers news, but first, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and leave a like. The Lakers will need to spend a lot of money to bring in a star to form the NBA's top three. Investing in a young star will be a great move as LeBron James is close to saying goodbye to the NBA. Rumors, Lakers will invest a lot of money to sign J.J. Barrett, and are preparing a great team for this season and for the future. Massive trade pitch sees Lakers land $107 million star forward. Would the 15-12 Los Angeles Lakers, who haven't made a single trade since February 9, 2023, swing for the fences with a big-ticket deal to save their 2024-25 season from what looks likely to otherwise be another quick playoff exit? It seems that, given team president and general manager Rob Pelinka's reticence to part with his future trade assets at past transaction deadlines, he is not particularly confident in Los Angeles's upside. That said, with a rabid fan base and likely some behind-the-scenes pressure from the league's oldest active player, 39-year-old All-NBA power forward LeBron James, it seems likely that Pelinka will have to at least make some marginal moves to improve his roster. Alternately, the Lakers could look to go a bit bigger, but to still thread the needle a bit, swinging a win-now deal to bolster their offensive versatility without surrendering all their future draft equity. Los Angeles could probably get away giving up a heavily protected first-round pick or perhaps multiple second-round selections in exchange for the contract of Toronto Raptors small forward R.J. Barrett. The Lakers could flip the $11 million contract of underperforming point guard Gabe Vincent, along with starting combo forward Rui Hachimura, netting $27 million this year, to Toronto for Barrett's $25.8 million deal and veteran swingman Garrett Temple, who in his prime was a fun two-way role player, but now is more a well-traveled coach on the floor. For the 7-21 Raptors this year, the 6'6" Duke product is averaging 23.5 points on .455/.350/.725 shooting splits, 6.8 rebounds, and 6.1 assists per bout. Those numbers would naturally dip when he becomes probably the fourth fiddle behind All-NBA frontcourt stars LeBron James and Anthony Davis and point guard Austin Reeves, but Barrett is a more athletic, consistent scorer than the slower Hachimura, who's been playing out of position at small forward next to the even slower James anyway. This would be a cost-effective way, in terms of assets, for Los Angeles to a significant roster shakeup and at least try to add a bit more scoring punch to its offensive attack. Lakers' reported interest in veteran big man is a huge mistake. As we head towards the midway point of the NBA regular season and the trade deadline, the rumor mill has begun to work overtime. Not a day goes by without speculations emerging about the Lakers' next trade target. Recently, 6 names have been identified by The Athletic's Jovan Buha as the leading candidates for the Lakers at the trade deadline. This list included Colin Sexton, Kyle Kuzma, Bruce Brown, Jeremy Grant, Robert Williams III, and Walker Kessler. NBA insider Jake Fisher recently confirmed this report and said Williams is near the top of the list for the Lakers in case they can't land their preferred center Jonas Valanciunas. Williams is a better fit than Valanciunas for Los Angeles, but he has too many injury and availability concerns to make him an appealing option. Targeting him would be a big mistake. If it's not Valanciunas, Portland's Robert Williams III stands as perhaps the most coveted center on this season's trade market. He's another player on the Lakers' wishlist of bigs and renowned for his defensive presence. The interest in Williams is certainly understandable. He is on a team-friendly contract, making $12.4 million this season and $13.2 million next year before becoming a free agent. At his best, he is an elite rim protector with the ability to switch out on the perimeter. He is one of the most versatile defensive big men in the league. The issue is that he is rarely at his best. Since the start of the 2022-23 season, he has missed a total of 141 games and only appeared in 50 games. He has never played more than 61 games in a season. When he is available, he averages around 20 minutes per game. The Lakers already lack depth in the front court and are dealing with injuries to Jared Vanderbilt, Christian Wood, and Jackson Hayes. Plus, Anthony Davis's injury concerns are well documented. This team simply can't afford to have another injury-prone center in the rotation. Williams has an intriguing upside. However, the Lakers need to go for more reliability. It is better to look elsewhere. Carmelo Anthony believes window for Lakers to trade LeBron James has closed. One could argue that the Los Angeles Lakers front office and specifically general manager Rob Pelinka have not given LeBron James and Anthony Davis ample opportunities to contend for championships in recent years. Obviously, the duo won a title in their first season together in 2020, but there have been plenty of struggles since then, headlined by the Russell Westbrook trade that went down during the 2021 offseason. That ended up setting LA back a season and a half, particularly with James wasting an All-NBA season in 2021-22 when the Lakers didn't even make the playoffs. Given the Lakers' failure to construct a championship-contending team the last 3 seasons, there was speculation surrounding whether the 39-year-old would request a trade for the first time in his career. James' former teammate and close friend Carmelo Anthony believed there was a possibility of that happening after the 2023-24 season, but that window is now shut, by 7 p.m. in Brooklyn. LeBron makes the trades, so if he wants to get traded, he'll get traded. I think that window closed shut. Like it was a point in time, maybe last year or little bit of time ago, where it was like, there was a thought that damn, this could be possibility. Jonathan, Kuminga part of that trade now is a big headline. Right? Because he's a major piece. With trade season unofficially kicking off on December 15th, there is cautious optimism that Pelinka will ultimately find a deal or two to improve the roster. However, that was the anticipation last trade deadline and this past offseason, and no moves were made. Should the Lakers sit out another transaction period, things could get dicey. Having Davis and James as the foundation and opting not to make any deals to improve the roster could feel like a slap in the face to the championship duo. Ultimately, the 4-time champion decides on his future by having a no-trade clause. But, if this team remains the same after February 6, serious conversations need to be on where this partnership is going moving forward. LeBron James humbled to pass Kareem Abdul-Jabbar for most minutes in NBA history. Now that LeBron James is in his 22nd season, there is not much left for the star to accomplish. Each additional year that James plays is another testament to his work ethic and ability to stay in game shape. On Thursday, the all-time leading scorer surpassed Lakers legend Kareem Abdul-Jabbar for the most minutes in NBA history. James shared that he is humbled to pass Abdul-Jabbar and also discussed what this record meant to him. Jeremy Grant's asking price drops. A cheaper alternative for the Lakers is Portland Trail Blazers' Jeremy Grant. The Trail Blazers have recently softened their previous hardline stance on their asking price for Grant, according to Forbes' Evan Sidery. Portland would be willing to part with Grant for 1 first-round pick and a promising prospect instead of 2 future first-round selections, Sidery wrote in a post on X. Sean Highkin of the Rose Garden Report reported in July that the Blazers were asking for the Lakers' 2029 and 2031 first-round draft picks. But if the Trail Blazers lower their asking price to a package built around one of the Lakers' first-round picks and Rui Hachimura, then a deal could be made, according to Highkin. Former LA Daily reporter Anthony Irwin, now with Clutch Points, reported that the Lakers were unwilling to meet Portland's demand for Grant because of 2 factors. League sources cite his contract and potential reluctance to take on a lesser role on a winning team as concerns for why the Lakers and other teams haven't wanted to meet that price, Irwin wrote at the time. The 30-year-old Grant is entering the second season of a 5-year deal worth $160 million with a $36.4 million player option for the 2027-28 season.